A former sub-postmistress wrongly jailed while pregnant has rejected an apology by an ex-post office boss who congratulated the team behind her conviction.
Well, in 2010, the then managing director, David Smith, sent an email to colleagues saying, "Brilliant news, well done," after Seema Misra was sentenced to 15 months in prison. At the time she was pregnant. We're going to speak to her in just a moment. But first, here's what Mr. Smith had to say at the Horizon inquiry yesterday. Well, Seema joins us now. It was a long time ago. He wasn't thinking. He may have had different information than has now been revealed. What did you make of his apology yesterday?
It just makes me more and more angry.
Because?
Because somebody, like, after 14 years, just wake up and, oh, I have to apologize. It felt like that. You know, they had so many chances beforehand. They could have come and apologized if they realized their mistake, but they missed that. But no, it's just like, after 14 years, no, definitely not.
I mean, if...
not good enough.
We know that you were wrongly sentenced. We know that you were innocent. That is now clear. But just remind people of the circumstances that you were in as you faced this wrongful sentence.
So I took over the post office in 2005. In 2008, I was suspended. I've been screaming for help before that anyway, but no, they didn't even bother. And then in 2010, because I pleaded not guilty for theft charges, I pleaded guilty for the false accounting, but not for theft charges. The jury came back with a verdict guilty. And then in 2010, on my eldest and 10th birthday, and being 8 weeks pregnant, I was sentenced to 15 months in imprisonment.
Wow. It must have been devastating. I mean, your heart must have been in your boots as you went in to do that sentence.
Horrible. I never thought, like, you know, till that day, I thought I had a faith in the system. I thought, why would somebody send me to the prison for the crime I never committed? But when the judge said imprisonment, I lost it. When I opened my eyes, I was in the hospital because I fainted. That was the most horrible time.
Seema, what was it like? I can't imagine what it must be like to know that you're innocent of this. And you're running a post office. This is an amazing service that you're doing for your local community. What was it like the night when you're in that prison cell for the first time? Do you remember it? It's not that long ago either. 2010, it's not a long time ago at all, really. Do you remember that night?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I do. I thought, like, I'm never going to come out alive from there, too. And to be honest, if I would have been pregnant, I would have killed myself. It's just like, people were self-harming there. I thought, like, anybody could come and stab me. It still gave me nightmares. It still gave me nightmares not to be with the family. For the baby, we've been waiting for so long. When the good news came, we couldn't even celebrate. It was a most horrible time. We always say, you know, my eldest son kept my husband alive and the younger one kept me alive.
Wow. So what was it like being pregnant in prison? I just can't imagine, you know, being pregnant at any time in a woman's life is such a challenge, so much going on. But to be in prison and have a baby inside you, there's two of you there. What was that like?
As in, like, the baby is the only thing that kept me alive, because I can kill myself, but not the another life which is inside me. And again, I was so worried about my baby's health. I was like, what if we contaminate something? Because it was like when I used to go and make a phone call, they used like a blood all over the place. People were self-harming there. Wow. It's not a safe place, and it's no safe place. And on top of that, when I came out on the tag, I have to agree that I'm going to behave myself, and I've learned my lesson.
Wow. How long were you in prison
knowing
for?
That I'm innocent.
How long were you in prison for?
4 months. Due to good behaviour.
Right.
4 months.
And then you have a tag, and then how long do you have to wear this tag around for?
So the tag was for nearly another 4 months as well, so which means I gave birth with the tag on. Wow. So while giving birth, the things going on mind, oh my God, I broke my curfew, so they will come and take me away again. Right. I was thinking, oh my God, what midwife will be thinking, what kind of mother I'm going to be.
Gosh.
So, you know, absolute horrors that were going to be with you for the rest of your life. An apology isn't enough. And you've given evidence, haven't you, in this inquiry, and I maybe are to give more. What do you want now, and what's your best method of getting it?
So definitely the inquiry is like going ahead and all that, and like we're very very positive about it. The main thing going ahead, definitely want a full accountability, want a full compensation for each and every victim. And the main thing, like I think that might gonna put our mind to rest, will be full accountability from the government that time, you know, 1999 and 2000. They imposed the horizon on the post office. The people in the post office and the Royal Mail and Produce, each and every single person responsible for the scandal, they need to go for behind the bars, not the innocent peoples.
You want prosecutions for them?
Of course, yeah, definitely. We have a criminal roaming around the street freely. That's not safe.
Do you feel, Seema, that you will never have any justice until you see these people behind bars? Is it as clear-cut as that, or do you feel there's any other way that you might be able to spend the rest of your life thinking, OK, some justice has been served, or does it really depend on seeing individuals behind bars serving time?
No, definitely, individuals serving behind the bars, actual criminals behind the bar, that will put our mind to rest a bit. Otherwise, there's nothing at all can cover for the time which we've been fighting for and all that. And that's the thing, we need to show to the world as well that justice is same for everybody. Either it's the authority or the common person. Is law, nobody's above law.
Seema, you make your point very well.
It's been a long and brave battle for you. I just hope that you can get the peace you need now, because we're all feeling for you in what you've been through, and all the others.
And something tells me this case is not going away, and I imagine there'll be more to come from this. Seema Misra, we'd like to thank you for joining us, being very brave this morning, for joining us this morning. Seema, thank you.
Pleasure.